Hey y'all, welcome back to Rolling with Stone. So today is going to be another review video, and I'm excited to review this because this is a foundation that I found that matches my skin tone to the T. Like literally this color was made specifically for Stone's face. So this foundation is Clinique's Beyond Perfecting Foundation Plus Concealer. So it's this foundation here in the color 23 Ginger. Now I originally went to Sephora. I had been looking for a new foundation to review for you guys, and then of course everybody's doing the Tarte foundation. I said, well, let me try the Tarte foundation. Well, they don't make it in my color. Like one color is too dark, and then the color like right next to it is noticeably too light. So they don't make it in my color. The last few times I went to Sephora, I looked at this, and what caught my eye about it was not only the color so close to my skin tone, but it has this doe foot applicator, which if you guys know about pouring out foundation, pumping out foundation, sometimes you just straight up lose product. So I was like, wow, you can apply it directly to your skin. I won't lose any product. The color's really close. I've never used Clinique foundation before, so you know that was a plus for me. So it was just a win-win. The specs of this foundation is that it has all day wear. It's a concealer as well. You know, the dark spots on your face, not only can you use it as a foundation, but you can also conceal dark scars, which it works well for. This is the second time I've used it, and I used it to cover dark scars, and it worked. So I was just really excited about that part of it. It's oil free. It can give you full coverage. It's supposed to be lightweight and give you a flawless finish. It does feel pretty lightweight. I have used foundations that do feel a little lighter than this, but for the most part it's lightweight. My coverage is completely flawless. Like, I love it. I can see this being my newest go-to foundation. You guys know that my absolute favorite foundation is the Kat Von D Lock-It, but the color is just a little bit off, not to where anybody can tell, but you know, I just know it's just a tiny bit off, but for the most part it matches me great. I'm 71 deep in that one, but this right here is definitely dead on as far as the color. Yeah, so for you guys who have oily skin, I would definitely use a primer that is more mattifying because it doesn't really dry all the way down, just on straight skin or on a slicker, more of a slicker primer. So I would definitely use something that's more mattifying underneath this. If you want it more sheared out, I would use a sponge. If you want to build more coverage, I would use more of a densely packed brush. I ended up purchasing it at Ulta. I think it was about $28, which was cool too, because as you guys know, foundations that are not in a drugstore like Sephora, Ulta, department store foundation are generally about $40 plus. So $29, I'm like, okay, it's a decent price. The color matches, so I was just excited to try it. This is how it turned out. So if you want to see my thoughts and how I applied this foundation, then keep on watching. Okay, you guys, so this is the second time that I've worn this foundation, so I kind of know a little bit more about it. One thing that I can tell you about this foundation is that it doesn't really dry down to like a dry finish. You know how sometimes you put on a foundation, it dries down, not necessarily, it doesn't have to necessarily dry down to a matte finish, but it doesn't really dry down at all. So after you've had it on a few minutes, it still feels kind of like tacky and sticky and almost wet a little, not really wet, but it doesn't dry down, if you get what I'm saying. So to prime, I wouldn't necessarily use like a primer that's slick or sticky or remains not really oily, of course, because it's a primer, but that has slip to it, like the Embryolisse. It's more like a moisturizer and primer, so it's really moisturizing. It's going to leave that sort of like you know, like that creamy texture to the skin. I would use something a little bit more mattifying, like the Becca Ever Matte primer, or even the Scandinavia primer spray, because it's sort of, when you put it on, it sort of dries down the skin a little bit. So that way, when you put this foundation on, it will kind of give you the effect of not being as shiny and not really tacky, but kind of have that slip to it that the foundation will give you. So I'm going to go in with the Becca primer. This is for somebody with oily skin. I don't really have oily skin. I just have normal skin, but I'm just going to take a little bit and just sort of put this on. And then I'm going to go right in with the foundation, which I got the color 23 Ginger. I love the fact that it has this applicator because it's literally, you guys, I'm wasting no product. Like, even in a pump, sometimes you can pump a little bit too much, but this like gives you the exact amount you're able to put on your face. And I love that about this foundation. So yeah, that's about how much I'm gonna use here. To blend it, I'm going to use the Hourglass foundation brush. The first time I used this foundation, I did half of my face with this brush and half my face with like a Real Techniques body blending sponge. The sponge gave me more of a sheared out coverage, and the brush allowed me to have more coverage. It gave me more coverage than the sponge, which I preferred. So I'm going to go in with this. But if you want your foundation to look kind of like be thinned out some or not as much coverage, then a sponge will be great for that. I'm going to take the Mary Kay Color Perfecting Concealer in the color Deep Beige for highlighting. And I'm going to use Airspun's loose powder in Honey Beige just to set the highlighted areas. For cream contour, I'm going in with the Lancome Tint Idole Ultra Stick in the color 510 Suede. So yeah, this is pretty much it, you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and finish my eyes and the rest of my face, and I'll come back and show you guys the final look. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial as much as I enjoyed creating it for you guys. If you have any questions or comments, don't hesitate to leave it down below. And until next time, thank you so much for rolling with Stone.